Good morning, everybody. It is 12 degrees. 12 degrees this morning. It's probably warmed up a little bit now, but the husband comes in all giggly and like, oh, you know what the weather's like outside, because he sits outside on the patio. He's like, it's 12 degrees. I might have to go and get track pants. I was like, I know, I can feel it inside. He goes, really? I'm like, yeah, it's a little bit cold. Might have to go and put like a jumper or something on, but I haven't. I've just got a t-shirt on. And yeah, I got a new hat. That's what I bought myself for Mother's Day. The husband, I picked something and the husband's paid for my item, and it'll be here in a couple of days. It's just a couple of little rings that I picked out. Nothing major. They're just from Pandora. Settle down. I just want to have a little chitty chat. Okay, so we've had tacos. Those were sad tacos. I wouldn't even call them white people tacos. I will call them sad tacos. Where was the green? Where was the orange? Where was the yummy meat? Where was the salsa? It was mostly cheese and sour cream, but what can we expect from Chantal? That's what they would serve in her Mouldy Pot restaurant, the Blue Mouldy Pot, where the mission statement is yellow. Just yellow. Nothing about fine dining and creating an experience for patrons and using the expertise, the years and years of expertise of our finely trained chefs. No. You rock up, mission statement, yellow. All the yellows. That's what we serve here. That's what we strive for at the Blue Mouldy Pot. Just yellow. That's it. And obnoxious yellow with obnoxious crunch. That's what the mission statement is for the Blue Mouldy Pot. But I wanted to talk about two things. Apparently the black stuff in the pool was not mold, according to Sala and Chantal official channel. Somebody, whether it was Chantal, whether it was Sala, has informed us that the black stuff was not in fact mold. Well, I would like to know what it is. Is somebody going into the pool area and rubbing car tires up and down the concrete wall to get a black smudge like that? Is it paint? Did someone try and do a rolled rag effect on that wall and it failed miserably? What is it? Is it black stone underneath and the paint's worn off? If it isn't black mold, then let us know how we are wrong. Because it would seem that it would have to be black mold in a not very well ventilated, slimy bottom pool wet area where it would be pretty sensible to assume that it would be black mold and not just random black paint or something else rubbed up against the wall. What is it? We're not stupid. We're adults. We've lived life. We know what black mold looks like. We've all got showers. And when it gets pretty humid or you haven't cleaned it soon enough, you can get black mold. That's where it goes, where stuff is wet. Your wife would know all about it. Ask her about her skin infections. I'm sure that's got to do with the clamminess between her thighs. You know that's where it was. It was probably up in the fupa, because it probably sore and hurts and she doesn't reach up under there. It probably doesn't dry very well. It's a bit hard to reach to with her little arms. But anyway, the second thing I'd like to talk about is the amount of effort Foodie puts out. Now, apparently she should have been praised for going to that pool that one time, because that's trying. Is it trying, or is it just getting people off her back? Because we always say she doesn't do anything. She's been to the pool and she's been for one late night walk after dinner. And then she went home and had a snack because positively just her battery was running low. She loaded up on dinner, did a 5-minute walk. She needed a recharge battery. She's like, nah, this will not do. I'm feeling a tingle of hunger. Oh my God, must reload. But is that really trying? No, it's just something to film for the channel to try and make it a little bit more exciting. It's not because she wants to do anything better. And it's a time for her to try and showcase the love match that she's got with Sala. The moments like those are done to prove to us, look at us guys, we are a happily married couple that just like to get out and have fun together. Where it just looks like the grandson or a nephew taking his auntie to the pool. The last days of her life. He's just taking her out for a few little adventures, Yeah, he's just doing her a favour. Just hoping she doesn't drown or slip and fall and crack her head open on the concrete. Hoping to God that never happens. Not saying that he wants it to, but I'm just saying allegedly. But I would also like to say the amount of effort she puts into the subterfuge to get around doing stuff. Because I want to know what the excuse is that we're not going back to the pool. What is it going to be? Sinus infection? Eye infection? It's under maintenance because everybody else that's tried to use it complained because it was so filthy and they refused to get into it because it wasn't clean since last season. And that's appalling and bad, especially if you're going to have little kids and that running around swimming in the pool. You know, nobody wants their nonna or their grandma sitting there watching their kids while mum and dad are at work, while the kids are in the pool, sitting on a couch that's probably riddled with black mold, breathing that in. Nobody wants that for their little kids. But Foodie probably didn't notice it because you know how when you're used to living in filth, you get blind to that stuff. Anyway, the amount of effort that she took to like sort of get around moving for the last couple of months with the sciatica and, you know, probably having that skin infection in Canada and going to the hospital and saying it was the norovirus and all that stuff. The amount of effort it would take. Let's take the sciatica, for example. Getting up, maybe having a shower, maybe not. Getting up, getting dressed, putting some shoes on, walking out the door, getting in the car, walking from the car to the parking lot, into the elevator, into the office, to get the injection, sitting around and waiting to get the injection, have to walk back to the car, get in the car, get a snack, drive home, and walk up the steps or get in the elevator and go back inside. The amount of time and effort that took, she could have put on her shoes and crossed the road and gone for a little walk. She was going and doing these injections every second day. She never leaves the house every second day. She leaves the house maybe once every 3 or 4 days, maybe. And that's probably to get a snack or a quesadilla or a drink or some bullshit. It's not to go anywhere or do anything. It's not to have a job. It's not to go visit friends. It's not to go to the gym. It's not to go do groceries. It's usually to get something to eat. Or she has a medical emergency. So instead of channeling that energy to get around or to be avoidant, she could be channeling that into literally just putting on some shoes and moving and going and walking. Maybe go to a fitness equipment store and buy that fucking treadmill that you so desperately need to keep your whatever semblance of mobility that you've still got. And then you'd never, ever have to leave the house for anything ever. You wouldn't need to leave because everything you need is right there in your tiny little house. Just get Sarah to fuck off one of the couches and put it in there. Easy. Done. But I feel like Foodie doesn't do these things because she's a bit scared of looking at herself. That's why she doesn't do therapy. She doesn't do therapy because she doesn't want people to tell her what to do. And everybody's always telling her, go to therapy, go to therapy. She doesn't to be defiant. And she's fearful of the layers being peeled back. It's kind of like she doesn't like the discomfort. She only likes the discomfort of overeating. She doesn't like the mental discomfort of looking at herself because she knows how incredibly flawed and how much work she's got to do, and it's overwhelming and da-da-da. That's truth. That's why a lot of people don't do therapy. But then people bite the bullet, take the pain, take the punch, and go. And then they get to smile a bit more and they get to feel a little bit lighter and they get to work through hard moments when the hard moments pop up again. Yeah, it's fine. Therapy is useful. It's a useful tool for some. And for some that use it wisely and well. I feel like Foodie Beauty is an old house, right? It's like a crackhead. It's like a flop house. And we are, or her therapist would be like a SWAT team, a highly trained SWAT team. They're kicking in doors. They're breaking windows. They're throwing in like stun flares. Sorry if anybody's triggered. Any PTSD people? Sorry. This is what I imagine in my brain, okay? That we're throwing the stun flares and the tear gas and we're flushing out all of her bad personality flaws, manipulation, dishonesty, her massive, massive ego. Her EDs come storming out like a demon with wings and just roaring fire and burning everything down, you know. Her lack of motivation, her motivation, like it comes out in a wheelchair. Hasn't been used in forever. It's atrophied. And then they're kicking in the doors and we're like, this room's cleared. No good personality traits to be found here. We're in the back bedroom. And then they go down into the basement and what do they find? Integrity, honesty, motivation, love, kindness, compassion, all just muffled, tied up, shoved to the back corner, starved, prodded, bruised, desperate to be let out. But nah, they've been kept in prison. They're kept deep, way deep down inside, in the basement, at the back. But a therapist would probably unlock some of those features and flush out all the bad shit, but that would be too much hard work. Doesn't like it, doesn't want to do it. She wants to covet that little demon inside of her, that little flamethrower guy. You know, the big dragon, like, just takes everything down. As soon as you say something about it, it's like, nah, I'm going to fight tooth and scraggy nail to stay here. This one's got no fortitude. She couldn't possibly fight me off. I'm entrenched. I have roots. That's where Chantal is, it seems. But anyway, we'll probably get more sloppy, drippy, droopy feeder content. More tacos, more tacos, more tacos, more crunch, more slop, more cream and cheese and no veg and nothing healthy and, you know, wonderful. And I love how she's always talking about how cheap the food is, and then she goes and spends like $11 on a couple of taco shells. Wonderful. Surprised she didn't have the whole box, just 4. She portion control, guys. She actually portion controlled herself. So proud of your food. So proud, my love. Well done. But anyway, can't wait to see more swimming videos. When are you going back? Let us know. Tell us. We'll be there. We'll be there to watch. Do it live. Do a live stream in the pool. That's what we want to see. A live stream from the pool. Get it on. Do a new Jane Fonda video. Do a live stream of you exercising in the pool to Jane Fonda. Just don't bring Salah. Fuck him off. If we never saw Salah's face ever again or heard his dumb, bloody, goofy voice, happy days. Salah off. Nobody wants to see him. But anyway, hope everyone has a great day. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you got for Mother's Day or Carer's Day or Auntie Day or Grandma Day or Best Sister Day. Whoever celebrated you, let me know. Let me know what you got. Okay, guys. Bye. Bye.